Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rachel Wyan and I'm here to present to you my research study entitled Historical Development of Poblacion Sur Don Carlos Bukidnon from the year 2011 to 2021. History is an intellectual discipline practiced by historians who wanted to make sense of the past. According to Murphakis 2018, that history is about change, which recognize the various movements of human as well as the society's essential activities. It is because all people are living histories, and the societies speak languages that are inherited from the past. Its primary purpose is to stand at the midpoint regarding our existence, especially in our political system, leadership, economy, as well as culture. According to Stearns 1998, that history offers the only extensive evidential base for the contemplation and analysis of how societies function. It means that by studying the past, there's a possibility that we can understand people and its societies based of its content and multiple causalities. Generally, history covers all aspects of a particular nation's past and is also concerned with the events in the life of local communities. Local history encompasses the lowest order in the geographical classification of history, which can be defined as the history of the district, a town, or any locality smaller than a nation state. According to History Internship NB, that local history is a microcosm as it contains affluent details and stories that help to uncover the impacts of societal changes in the lives of ordinary people. It can change the way we think about the present, and we could feel a possible connection to the past of our specific communities. Local history is a broad field of inquiry as it is political, social, and economic aspect of a community and its religious and intellectual history. According to Tamen and B, that local history is a place to look for individual reactions to historical events and arena in which you practice demographic investigation. Don Carlos Sur is one of the 29 barangays in the municipality of Don Carlos in the province of Bukidnon. The municipality of Don Carlos political subdivision has its right place to the 3rd Congressional District of Bukidnon in Region 10. Don Carlos Sur shares a common border with the 6 barangays: Don Carlos Norte, San Nicolas, Pinamaloy, Manlabunay, Minsalagan, and Maray-Maray, Don Carlos Bukidnon. Barangay Sur is formerly known as Poblacion and is regarded to be the biggest barangay in the municipality because it has the highest population for consecutive years as denoted by the latest census in the year 2015. It also underwent noticeable changes in the succeeding years in terms of economic aspects, especially in commerce and trade, agriculture, and tourism, with the help of its respected barangay officials who played a vital role in attaining development. With this, I, as the researcher, wanted to determine the historical development of Don Carlos Sur in terms of their economic and socio-political aspects to provide knowledge and information to the residents of this particular locality. This study primarily aims to uncover the historical development of Poblacion Sur in Carlos Bukidnon. Specific questions are why did the municipality of Don Carlos divide Barangay Poblacion? What were the implications of the division in terms of economic and social politics? And last but not the least, what are the challenges encountered by the barangay since its division? The general objectives of this study is to trace and determine the historical development of Poblacion Sur Don Carlos Bukidnon. Specifically, it aimed to find out the history of the division of the municipality of Don Carlos into Barangay Poblacion, then to assess the implication of the division in terms of economic and sociopolitics, and to determine the challenges encountered by the barangay since its division. This study is beneficial to the community, family, researcher, and for the future researchers. For the community, this will help the people to acknowledge and understand how their locality transformed and what it is now. And for the family, it will help them understand the importance of becoming aware of the history and development of their own barangay to develop a sense of unity in the locality. And for the researcher, this study will help her to have a wide and better understanding towards the progress of Don Carlos, particularly in the Barangay Poblacion Sur. In addition, it will identify the factors that contribute to its development, and it will help the researcher to promote stability in the community. And for the future researcher, it will serve as their basis and reference upon conducting a study based on local history, specifically regarding the historical development of Don Carlos Sur. Scope and limitations. This study centers in the development of Poblacion Sur Don Carlos Bukidnon and the reason why it is divided into Norte and Sur. It will also trace its historical development from the year 2011 to 2021 to identify the progress that happened in Poblacion Sur. It will trace the challenges pertaining to economic and socio-political aspects in the covered year of the study. This figure shows the conceptual framework of the study. The two boxes in the left illustrates the two independent variables. The division of Don Carlos Bukidnon into Sur and Norte affects the implication of the division of Don Carlos Sur in terms of economic and socio-political aspects, while the box on the top represents the confounding variable of the study, which is the challenges in the division of Don Carlos, which affects the dependent variable, which is the historical development of Don Carlos Sur. And in return, the dependent variable will also influence the confounding variable as well as the independent variable of the study. The following terms are operationally used in the study: barangay, which refers to Poblacion Sur, as well as the barangay of the municipalities of Don Carlos, Bukidnon, which share a common border with the Barangay Sur. Then development refers to the progress in terms of economic and socio-political aspects that took place in Barangay Poblacion Sur during the period covered in the study. And economic refers to the barangay status in generating its resources, including the various projects and infrastructures and business establishments found in the barangay. Next is historical, which refers to the significant events that happened in Barangay Poblacion Sur that would contribute for its development. Next is locality, which refers to Barangay Poblacion Sur in general, and Poblacion refers to Barangay Sur as a central business area in the municipality of Don Carlos Bukidnon. And sociopolitical refers to the environmental conservation of Barangay Don Carlos Sur, which is influenced by the social characteristics and political rules and strategies. Chapter 2: Review of Related Literature. How Barangay Came to Be in the Philippines. During the pre-colonial period, the word barangay came from the word balangay, which means sailboat, and their leader were known as the Dato or Raha. Then during the Spanish colonial period, the barangay was renamed barrios. Then during the American era, it was then became a rural council. Then during the post-colonial period, it undergo struggles to be a part of a centralized Philippine state. Functions of the barangay. The smallest unit of the government, the barangay has 11 elected barangay officials together with the punong barangay. Then each of them has their respective powers, duties, and responsibilities, such as enforcing and enacting laws and ordinances, maintain public order, collecting taxes, maintain and regulate barangay as well as public facilities, and etc. In related studies, according to Cadorna and Velasco 2008, that the barangay must equip with essential competencies enabled to achieve the mandates and functions as contained in the local government unit. He also stated that the barangay's performance is measured based on the maintenance of facilities and different projects being established. Then, according to the study of Adorable 2012, that citizens' participation is well important in determining the demands and supports as an important factor that can influence the political systems and policies. While on the other hand, in the study of Caldo 2015, it mentioned about the competency of barangay officials for the development of the barangay. I conclude that the government played a major role to change the community, that the role of the citizens are also important for the development since their actions in each works will shape the future of the community. So the overall intention is that the government and its citizens are or some of the important aspects of development because both of them should share equal opportunity to attain progress. Chapter 3, Methodology. This study will have a descriptive and narrative method and will use a generalized or standardized questionnaire, and a qualitative approach will be used in assessing and answering the research questions. And semi-structured interview will be utilized in determining the development of the locality. The study will take place in Don Carlos Sur with the selected participants who have observed the development of Poblacion Sur. The participants of the study will be instructed to answer the questions honestly. Then, freedom of the participants will be their choice to actively respond to their study. So, the research instrument will accumulate qualitative data to assess and answer the research question of the study, and the researcher of the study will mainly make use of descriptive method acquired by the two main sources, particularly primary and secondary sources. The primary sources contained in Don Carlos Sur socioeconomic status from 2011 to 2015, and the Barangay Sur annual income reports from 2011 to 2015 to 2016 to 2018. Then any related articles from books, PDFs, and sources from the internet and journals published or unpublished will be reviewed as a secondary sources. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay safe everyone. God bless us all.